Alright, back again, Luke here. And today what I thought I'd do is make a little bit of a, I don't know, vlog-ish kind of video here. More or less a question here for some of you guys out in the gaming community. Now, you know that it's pretty seldom that I make these kinds of videos, but I was thinking about something the other day as I was kind of scrolling through the different subscriptions I had for YouTube channels. And even looking at some of the old subscriptions that I had, I started thinking about, oh, what happened to so-and-so, or, oh, I haven't seen that name in a long time. And I guess the main topic for this video here is channel changers. So what I mean by this is, if you remember, probably, a long time ago, maybe you had somebody who was subscribed to you and you were subscribed to. They used to talk about, similar things. You used to have the same things in common. And then all of a sudden, they eventually just changed and they started going a different route. But they still wanted to continue talking to you about, the things that they enjoyed and the things that they were into. But they kind of wanted to draw you in that way and keep you from, doing your own thing. It's kind of vague the way that I'm putting it right now, but imagine if, for example, if you're in the gaming community and one of your friends is, in the gaming community, and you're always talking about games, talking about fun stuff, and then suddenly one of your friends, decides to go a different route and says, hey, I'm going towards the motorcycles, type route. And they say, I'm really getting into motorcycles. And you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, man. But, I'm still interested in the games. And then they're like, well, hey, man, just forget the games and come on and, go over and, join the motorcycle club. And then you're like, oh, well, what? No, I'm not really into the, motorcycles. I'm into the game stuff. And why don't you come back to the games, type thing. So, like, with those kind of examples, or maybe you've seen channels before. I remember some great channels. One of my favorite channels used to be Tanuki, KGA. If you guys remember him, he was really great. He's, really fantastic guy. He used to make some funny videos, really good gameplay videos. And at the beginning, he used to make a lot of gameplay videos. And then after the gameplay videos, his channel changed. But his channel changed into something really awesome to where it was like a cooking channel. But what he used to do is he used to make all of these cookies and cakes and everything in the shape of characters that were from video games, like the ghost and stuff like that from Pac-Man, or the squids and the octopus from like Super Mario Brothers and things like that. It was really awesome, but it was an example of like a channel change, But I'm just curious, what you guys think about people who changed their channel. Now, this isn't about people who have 2 channels or 3 channels or something like that, which is totally different. But there's some people who change their channel just completely, and it's totally something opposite, but they want to have the same followers as they, did on their previous channel. They just want to have them kind of, I guess, go over to their new channel and be, interested in the new setup that they're interested in, or the new things that they're interested in. And then there's the other guys who, they keep it along the same genre. So you have, like, for example, you have video games, and the video gamers decide to change over to card games, like Magic the Gathering, or they go to board games or something like that. They keep it along the same genre. Also, one thing that I'm really, I don't know, that I've seen a lot of recently, which I'm kind of, I don't know, personal preference, it's personal opinion, but I honestly think, like, the people who you meet in YouTube, the YouTube followers, or the YouTube people who, support each other, should kind of, stay supporting each other in YouTube. If they want to support in another place as well, that's fine, but one thing I've noticed is a lot of people, they'll build up a huge community on YouTube, and then they'll start their own thing on a different, a different site, or their own website. I mean, if you take a look at things, I mean, Machinima is a good example. The angry video game nerd used to be specifically, right on YouTube, and then kind of moved on, did his own thing, but he pulled everything over to like Screw Attack, and then it was like, okay, if you ever wanted to see the latest video, you had to go over there to check it out, and, just trying to take all of the people who subscribed from YouTube to another channel. I'm sure you guys can understand what I'm trying to say here. Like, you know, they build up a following here on YouTube, and then eventually they're like, oh, check out my website. Oh, you guys should come and sign up at my forums. Oh, you guys should, you know, do this and that. And you know, I just wondered, what's your opinion on it? What's your take on it? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's something that I've seen a lot recently. I've just seen a lot of changes going on recently, and you know, I've seen some really good changes from the past to the present. Now I've seen some interesting changes. You know, like I had mentioned before with some of the channel changes, and yeah, and now it seems like, you know, the maybe, and that's not the newest thing, but it's definitely something that I've seen a lot more of recently, which is, you know, trying to take the followers that you get from YouTube and drag them over to you know, a different website, or drag them over to a different thing that you're doing, and try to get them all on that same page. So, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think about it, you know, or if you have any other ideas, any other input, and things like that. I'm not saying that this is right or wrong per se, but I'm saying that more or less there's been a lot of different changes going on. And for me, you know, there was a couple of them that I really enjoyed. For example, like when I mentioned Tanuki KGA, a really, you know, enjoyable channel where he went and took all of his gaming stuff and he, you know, put it into baking, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know. It was really a fun channel to watch. But you know, then there's the other examples like I'd mentioned too. So you're like into games and you're talking to the guy, oh yeah, I'm into games, and then it's like, all right, I'm into motorcycles now, and you're like, okay, that's cool, you know, that's fine, we can still talk, you know, it's no big deal. But and he's like, yeah, you know, games are stupid. You should get rid of your games, and you should buy a motorcycle. Yeah, you know, it's like it's kind of like the what is it, 20-year smoker friends. You know, one of them decides to finally up and quit, and he's looking at his friend and he goes, you know, you're an idiot for smoking, I can't believe you smoke. And it's like, huh, wait a minute here. Not too long ago you were doing the same thing, you know. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think here. Just a video to yeah, express my ideas on this topic. And there's like, you know, maybe 3 topics inside this one video. Maybe multiple topics that could be pulled from the video, but I just figured I'd throw this out there and see what you guys think. But yeah, that's about enough rambling for me for right now. And like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Whee! Famicom disc, not disc, station. Whee!